What was your first job?
My first job was working as hotel manager.
Mm-hmm.
It started in 2018. I worked there until 2019. I had pretty much success there. I think there was I doubled the revenue, but there were, but at a certain moment it just stopped being challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just switched to being a tour guide.
Mm-hmm. 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 What was the biggest lesson you learned during that period?
I think it was a good experience of understanding human psychology, most importantly consumer psychology, which is key part of what I'm doing also now.
Amazing, amazing. What's your favorite movie?
I think there are many of them, but I would just, if I would pick and choose, I think it's Trilogy of Batman by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I've watched one of them, I think. Gotta watch all of them. Why do you like it so much?
I think like there are many superhero movies, but in two difference, most of them it's realistic. It's nothing superficial. It's just a human being doing something that everybody technically could do.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Yeah. I think I agree with that actually. Like the other movies, in my opinion, the other movies are like fantastic stuff that's not real, and it's like that. I don't care. I don't relate. So I agree. I agree. Favorite food?
Like, I'm used to eating whatever. I don't have something favorite. I'm kind of. I like changing what I eat quite frequently and trying new things. There is nothing quote unquote favorite that I always like eating.
But you don't have anything like your mother used to make or something like that.
No, I just like if it's I think it's fried potatoes.
Yeah. How would your friends describe you?
I think as hardworking person, maybe smart. Like they know better. I don't know if I'm smart or not.
What else? That's all.
I think yes.
Okay. Tell us, like, I like a little bit to hear that story of you going to Jerusalem and coming back. So tell people that story because I think it's pretty cool.
I went to Jerusalem in 2012. I have been a monk there for 4 years.
A monk.
Yeah.
So we have a monk in ArevMedia, a former monk in ArevMedia. It's good marketing.
Yeah,
Keep going.
It was like I think something has shaped me as human being, but at certain moment I just felt I need to do something different. So 4 years in 2016, I came back. I went there in November 2012. And I came back in June 2016.
What's the biggest thing you learned from, or you took away from that experience of being a monk? Which is pretty cool.
I think it's understanding what is the purpose of life, what are capabilities of human being, and most importantly, it's when you are there, you just form certain protective walls around you, and there are certain limits that you are never gonna be passing. That experience shapes your life. You kind of, just to add to what I saw, like you kind of have many choices in your life, but just with that experience, it helps you narrow down to some choices, which can have good, which can have good outcome. I'm talking about moral side of the things, not just financial, because there was nothing financial in that experience.
What is a habit you're trying to break or build? Break is like eliminate.
I think it's just hard for me to get in cycle of constant training. I just start 75 hard. I think maximum event is 35 days. And then kids that get sick and then something with work and it's like I'm not reaching finish line, which is bad. It's not about, I personally I'm not really concentrated on psychological side of 75 hard because I don't need like that kind of motivation. I'm not a person who is motivated by negative, and it's I think it's core. It's something that differentiates me from I think what Andy Frisella. He's a man very. His motivation comes from negative. He always needs some negativity to push
mind.
Yeah, so he built some of it in 75 hard. The way I see it, I see it as a good practice to teach yourself ability to get something done for 75 days without any change. That's the practice for me.
Yeah,
that challenge.
absolutely. I agree. Man, listen. There's plenty of I have to say this, otherwise I'm not gonna be like. There is man. So many people with kids, man. We gotta get you talking to some people with young kids, like early just born kids, and how they do 75. We gotta find those people and get them to talk to you. But that's amazing. That's amazing. So, what do you think is your proudest accomplishment?
I don't think I personally, I think it's being able to sustain my family fully autonomously. It's, I think especially in my country, it's something that you would hardly see. Most of the time people live with father, brother, or some people from America send them money. In my case, I'm able to keep my family sustainable myself, but there are, of course, it's just one of small steps on the road. There are bigger goals, and probably, I think the biggest goal now is to make sure ArevMedia reaches 100,000 a month, which is maybe we do this. I don't think we are gonna do this year, but next year we are.
I don't know. We'll get. Listen, we'll get there. I'm gonna make sure we get there as soon as we can, while not compromising on quality and stuff like that. But yeah, makes sense. Obviously, when you help others get what you want, you get what you want. So that's definitely a strategy there. Let me see. Anything else? What's the best way for you to get focused?
I think the best time for me to focus is in the morning from 8 to 12, 1 o'clock. And then also work hours, but it depends on kids. But morning time is the best time. For me, the way to focus is just simply, first of all, making sure I have some training, because without physical activity, you can't just redirect all your focus to mental activity. And just like put my phone somewhere, put my everything else somewhere, and most importantly, just concentrate on one task, because usually I had to do multitasking, and it never yields the same results as just one task is knocked out, you go to the second one, and so it's the same logic.
Makes sense. How do you unwind after a busy or stressful day?
I think the thing is, for me, it's normal. Like, I mean, the fact that you are stressful, it means you are alive. So, like, just imagining that you can be in business world and not be stressed is just, I think, is a wrong perception how things should be.
Yeah, it's normal. You just see it as part of what it is. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's I think that's a great thing, because then there's other people who are like, oh, my mental health and this, that, the other, and but like, it's like, hey, this is part of life. Conflict is part of life. Yeah, conflict is part of life. Ultimately, stress is part of life. So I like how you see that. If you could switch roles with anybody at your company, who would it be?
Probably closest I like roles with analytics and roles where I can just do whatever it is to grow. I think it would be media buyer role, which is.
I was gonna say, I know.
But the thing is, I don't think that's. I would prefer it towards my current role, because media buyer role gives you less control over what's happening. Yeah, you can do great ads, but let's say something fails in account management, or chief of operations doesn't know how to do his job, and then nothing makes sense. So being in my position, I have more control
over the outcome. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Amazing, amazing. Any other questions? Any questions you've always wanted to ask me as we wrap up? I don't know. Like you can ask me stuff that other people would wonder, like that was interesting to you when you found out about me. That other people-
I'm going to ask you then, like now when we have fractional CMO, yeah. So, where you get your, like usually people who want to grow in what they are,
Mhm.
yeah, they are studying from people who are better they are. So
Mhm.
now we have fractional CMO who has experience which you can yield information from. And how do you get information about sales, about other tactics? What's your tactic on growth?
Yeah. I want to add one quick thing. It's just for entrepreneurs listening. That's very interesting. Is like when I look back, I can count with my hands, my 10 fingers, the people that had a huge impact business wise on me, mentors, coaches, friends, partners, whatever, and sticking to those people, like because it's like super hard to find those people. It's super hard to find someone like you. Super hard to find coaches that we have, like our fractional CMO Hernan. They're very rare because they're very valuable and they're busy doing other stuff. And so like when you find people like that, hold on to them and let's try to build stuff together. I think that's I would say. And then don't be afraid of, I'm telling this advice to myself, don't be afraid of investing, because yeah, I mean, if you know they're awesome, if you know they're awesome, then how can they help you become more awesome? You know, they're not going to do it for free because they have all these other things going on in a huge way. So then pay them and it's watch it grow. I mean, we've grown so much, gotten so much advice of things that we were doing wrong from our fractional CMO Hernan. So yeah, that's it. And then in terms of sales, sales and all these other things, yeah, I literally pick kind of the best in each field. Hormozi is very good at sales and marketing. Andy and Andy Frisell, Ed Milet are very good, like I would say, and all of these people are very good at all of them, basically. Very good. Yeah, business leadership, it's Andy, Ed, Emily, and Leila Hormozi. Like between all of them, like each one has its own like sub niche that they feel. But I mean, Arete and having all these people, I would say, kind of fill the voids there. And then, man, I'm so grateful to have Hovo. There's two types of business owners out there. Hovo. There's the business owner that says, I'm the best. I built this, and they're even mean. They're condescending to people. They are. They think that it's their way, always, and I don't know. They just have a big ego. I don't like people with big egos, and they're not humble at all, and they're mean. Like, and they those are the same people that then go and charge tens of thousands to help when another entrepreneur on the other side. We have friends, our mentors that some of them have become our clients, which is amazing, that have $30 million companies, $40 million companies. And you call them, they reply. They're always there to help. They're not charging you for coaching. They're not acting like their time is worth like this thing. It is worth it, but I think that also has to do like with them seeing your hustle. If they see you hustle, they see you working hard, they see you putting value, they're gonna pour into you. If you don't, they don't. But like I think I'm grateful for those type of people that are setting up the right example. Bless you. That are setting the right example for us of when we get big, we're gonna keep helping others get big. And it's just gonna be something we have to do just to honor the people that have helped us, versus like charging, versus like acting like we're too good for everybody else, and so one of the biggest things that I want to do is like prove to people that you can build a good, kind, huge company, and also impact Armenia as always. So yeah,